All right, welcome to the third review of the evening. Up this time is Myths of Orion, Light from the North. Uh, long time ago, in a realm of Orion, a powerful but greedy wizard collected knowledge from all around the world, and thus came to write the three books: the Book of Knowledge, Law, and Magic. The books gave him ultimate powers, but he used them not to prosper, but for chaos. One day, the mighty enchantress Selena gathered all of her strength and courage and stole the books from the wizard. Under the cover of night, she took the books and her child, baby Meredith, and ran far, far away to the north, to her sister Ariel's house. And at the very edge of the world, she could only hope the wizard wouldn't find them there. And so the years and decades passed by until one day you have to help Meredith stop the wizard and his wrath. Like, right. So with that all out of the way, this is another. Is it a hidden object game or is it an adventure game?
It's about like petty fans. It's still about 60% adventure game, but unlike some of the other ones, it significantly features the hidden object puzzles as an excuse to obtain inventory items.
Okay.
And once again, it does mix them up between you have the full list or most of the list of things to find, and you have to find silhouettes, and the occasional you have to find a find an object based on a description. So yeah, like was it Tales from Dragon Mountain or whatever? This one, there's an introductory section, then you get sent to 3 different sectioned off sections, and then I believe there is an end, although I did not quite get to that. An ending section. Background music is pretty forgettable. Does have significant voice acting, but it's not amazing. Some of the characters definitely feel like they don't speak English. Also, it's really tricky to figure out sometimes when you don't need to come back for something, such as, for example, or when you do, such as, for example, that rock is not what you need. You do need to use, or I needed to use hints a lot. Okay, you need to get the star thing for this, and it's hidden in...
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, you have to put the fire butterfly in the thing to, make lighting. So yes, it has the gear wheel item combination method, as have some of the other ones. It does have configurable difficulty options for hints and how much you get, how fast the hints recharge, what you need to do for sorry, my brain is shorting out. How fast the hint recharge. There are a few other things anyway. You can always skip or leave the puzzles, but if you do, there are achievements you won't get. There are at least 2 sets of specifically designated collectible objects. So this is a 7-unit circular lights out puzzle.
I hate it.
It took me... Basically, you have to get it so that only one is lit up, and then you can just do the other 2 sets of 3. That's how I did this one. So if you... No, undo that one. Sorry, I'm behind.
Yeah, you are way behind. I'll just have to try and figure this out.
Well, my advice about get it so that only one is lit up and then do the other 2 chunks stands. You do have to run back and forth like a lot because that's just how this kind of game goes. within the area that is available to you. The story is, I don't know, pretty stereotypical, I think. Yeah, that Enchantress's Cross is one of the things to keep an eye out for. Thankfully, it doesn't, like, require you to do hard things to recharge. Also, there are some times where you can just keep going forward and there's not really anything particular for you to do on a screen. Oh, and your character can cast certain types of magic, but only when they fucking feel like it.
What the fuck is this?
Like, there's one part pretty early on where you have to, if you have a rock, you can break the ice, I think. There's one part fairly early on where you have to fill a minecart with oil, light the oil on fire, and push it down a minecart tracks to light up a cave. And I spent entirely too long looking for something to light the oil on fire, when it turns out, no, you just click on the cart and your character does the finger thingy, and then it catches on fire. I think there's a rock somewhere you can get, but you can also just go to the oh no, wait, you can't,
It's not letting me go to the
because
house.
there's no bridge.
Even though I froze the water. But yeah, okay.
Oh
game.
no, you can't. That's not the same water if you look at it. Anyway, yeah, you need to get a rock somewhere to break the ice. Technically, it does look like you could walk there, but I guess it's slippery.
So we're gonna talk about
there was a hand there somewhere. Yes, sometimes use the hint button, Petty Van. There's a hint button.
Oh, there's a knife.
Swear, there's a show idea right here. You two playing a puzzle game.
Oh, right, that's what it is. Then okay, so no, you need
Yeah,
use
then I
the
go
knife
back to the
to wedge out the rock, and then behind that rock is another rock that you can use to break the ice.
So we're gonna talk about the war crimes that is that title screen.
It was not good. No, it was less bad on the Switch version that I had.
Like, weird unintentional theme for the two hidden object games this week. Really bad title screens.
And there are some items that you get to use multiple times, but then there are some that you arbitrarily don't. Even though, like how often does it happen in these games where you need to go get something to carry water or get a new cutting implement because your last one disappeared after using it inexplicably?
Oh god, those FMVs.
Yep, it's a very like, I don't know, PS2 level CG.
Right.
One interesting thing in this game is that it does feature some fights that were not just match 3 puzzles. Instead, it's like the guy's throwing shit at you, and you have to click and hold on the shit to keep it from hurting you, and then you have to click and hold on the dude to hurt him, which was novel compared to the expected match 3 puzzler. I can't promise there are no match 3 puzzler things. They may still use that for the last boss. No, the 4 goblins need the brass balls. There are 4 brass balls. Also, there's a bucket somewhere you can pick out and fill with water to throw on the fire there, and then you can go upstairs. I forget where the fucking bucket is.
Oh.
It's probably it's by the wounded dog. The bucket is like next to the dog.
I see. I just didn't know if I somehow had a magic healing mushroom.
The magic healing mushroom, the mushroom is indeed one of 7 or 8 components of a healing potion.
7 or 8, he says.
Yeah. Anyway, you need to go fill the... Anyway. Obviously, I'm not going to make you do all of it. But yeah, that's about how this goes. There is a plot which got me a little bit interested, but also the fact that a significant number of the puzzles were just match 3 puzzles. Like there are also like mini puzzles that you use for a lot of things. Like there are some stacking puzzles, some rotation puzzles, some block escape puzzles. And you do have to pay attention to the feedback you get, so the chest is locked. And then one of the things you can find here, I think, is the key to the chest. Contrary to Petty Fan's game this week, all of the keys you get in this are locked descriptively. Like, they're labeled descriptively, rather. The tooth is in the back by the egg, which is not an egg, it's a mushroom. The legume is under the 2 candles in the middle. The strawberry is by the mask on the right.
Gulix, do you have more of your review to do? Because, like...
There's not really much more.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna go...
What's the damage price-wise?
Alright, it's $9.99 on the Switch, $9.99 on Big Fish, and $6.99 on Steam. And there's no collector's edition this time, so I'd say go for the Steam version if you want to get this.
Yeah, the controls are, as previously stated, right stick and click. I think that in the previous review I said that was the case for my game too. It only is a problem on this game, I think, for some dragging things. Sorry, I'm distracted by what Petty Fan is doing. The skull key is under the pipe next to the thing.
Stay on task here.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I think you might be on slow anyway. So yeah, I don't think this is probably worth $10. I would probably wait a little bit, try to get it on sale or something. It is interesting though, and if you are more into the match or the finding puzzle, it's more likely to be worth it for you. And yeah, that's, I think, probably all I have, unless you guys have questions.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, that'll about do it for this game. Be sure to tune in after the interstitial. Like, once again, it's gonna be a bit hard breaking from the break format.
It's still after the break, but it's not really tuned back in. It's more.
It's more. It's interstitial.
We can figure out how to call it.
Yeah. Anyway, after that, we'll be reviewing Distant Space 2.